That was awesome.
I love our songs.
Hey guys, this is just a test. We're working on some stuff for Wednesday night. So Murph and I are testing out some of the new equipment, including his mixer, including his new microphone, which we just went over and set up. Took a matter of seconds. And I'm actually watching us over here on Facebook live. So it came in fine. It looked good. So, hey, if you guys are out there, first thing you do, so I'm Morgan.
And I'm Murph.
There you go. I'm the one with the hair.
And I'm the better looking.
Yeah, debatable. But first thing you guys do is go to Game of Crimes podcast. Go to your favorite podcast player, find Game of Crimes, follow us on there. We've got some great stuff coming out. In fact, today, Steve, Dave Reichert's interview, two-part interview, Dave Reichert's interview on his hunt for the Green River Killer just dropped today. And actually, you know what? I got a great comment from somebody. By the way, in Instagram, they work at HPD. They worked on one of the narcotics units and got on there in 2017, and they still hear the story about Javier and the big chase they had and the one, the Harris County Sheriff's Officer accidentally getting shot. That is still the stuff of legend down there.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, and he will hear about that until the day he dies. You know, and the funny thing was that one happened. It was his first day in the office down there as a special agent in charge. Welcome to town.
Well, if it's going to be like this every day, I'm packing up and I'm leaving. So, but hey, guys,
he's loving it. He's loving it.
Yeah, so hopefully you guys are liking this. You know, we're starting to get some viewers. This is really a lot of this too is a test. We want to see, and I'll see it later too on the Facebook page. It's going to save the video. But make sure you go episode 13, part 1, Dave Reichert and his 20-year hunt for the Green River Killer, Gary Ridgway. Amazing story, just amazing story what this guy did. And Wednesday night at 8 p.m. Eastern time, you're going to see the event on the Facebook page. Dave Reichert is going to be on with us just like this. And we're going to be talking to you guys, as Dominic Polifrone says, Utes. You know, Utes. Yeah, we're going to be talking to yous, you know, and we're going to be talking about this. So hopefully you guys will tune in. But make sure, again, go to that, download the episode, and listen to it. I'm telling you, Steve, just awesome.
Well, that's a first. What we're doing with Dave is a first for us, where we're bringing one of our guests on separately from his actual interview. And his interview is our longest so far. It's that's why it's 2 parts. But I think, didn't you say it's a total of 4.5 hours?
Yeah, trust me, I'm editing the episode. Yes, 4.5 hours, and that was with 2 pee breaks in the middle of it.
And you know what? And that's just a drop in the bucket compared to what Dave and his crew went through investigating these multiple murders.
49. Yeah, 49. And they've actually added 2 more to the list that they're able to tie to him and identify them. So up to 51 now. Just amazing stuff. But again, this is one of the biggest cases in American history. Samuel Little is probably the biggest documented serial killer. And I think Gary Ridgway right now is right behind him. There's maybe some guy in Illinois, I think in Chicago, that may be responsible for 50 to 51. But again, this is, you know, we're not going for a record here. But even though Ted Bundy got a lot of the press at that time, Gary Ridgway was far more prolific than Ted Bundy was.
Yeah. Yeah. This is one of the, well, I can't say, I was going to say this is one of our better episodes, but all of them have been so good. We've got access to people that it's not going to slow down. I'm telling you, it's amazing. Now we're getting calls from other law enforcement colleagues around the world. Hey, I got this story. I know this guy, you know, I know this lady. Can you get him on the show? So, I mean, right now what we have on our wait list, we probably have 2 years worth of podcast interviews ready, although we haven't done the interviews yet, but I mean, people that are ready to come on the show.
And today is Monday, September 6th, Labor Day in the United States. But today, Steve and I, we don't take any time off. We are working. We are the hardest working people in podcasting. We actually did an interview today with a guy, Ken Ryjock. He's called the Laundryman. He was the original bulk cash money launderer for a lot of drug traffickers, Steve. And I thought, even though, hey, it's Chris Stinsky. Hello from Cheyenne, Wyoming. Hello to you, Chris.
Hey, Chris.
Hey.
Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, and the other thing too is I love Cheyenne Days up there too, and the rodeos and stuff that are up there. Beautiful. I mean, just beautiful stuff Wyoming is. So is that where Yellowstone is at too? Is that where they film Yellowstone, or is that Montana?
You got me.
I don't know.
I've never been out there.
Oh, no, it's Kevin Costner. It's the new show. So, but
maybe if I go to Wyoming, I can stay with Chris.
Hey, yeah. All right. Well, I don't think we know Chris. We don't know Chris that well yet. So, no, but anyway, but what's going to be interesting about Ken Ryjock, Steve, is he is not the run and gun shoot 'em up like we've had with Dom. It's not a life and death thing, even though there were some, dodgy things. But this was one of the most interesting intellectual ones to watch what this guy did, how he did it, and how he got into the business too. And it's kind of like, if you're the first one to do it, you kind of you're the go-to guy.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's just horrible. That's a horrible position to be in.
Yeah.
True heroes. You got to listen to this one, because Dave is just, boy, he just has raw emotions about this.
Yep.
You're going to hear him get emotional, and I love that part just because it shows he's human.
Well,
but that's how much these guys care about what they do.
And like we said in the intro to it, there's going to be some pauses. Those are intentional. We did not edit out these awkward pauses, because that was Dave composing himself, and talking about that. So, but I think this is fun. I think we should continue to do like little updates like this. What do you think, Murph?
I love it. If a couple people want to join us on here and you want to listen to our crap, our really important advice, how can you not love this?
Hey, well, we have a couple other ways we can do this too. What we may do, this is when we're like just broadcasting out to you guys, but we have another way too, to where we can actually get people up, and on the same thing with us. So we may try that one time. We're going to try that, the same platform we use to record our podcasts. We may try to do an audience thing to where people can come on. We'll still broadcast it to Facebook, but you'll be able to see it. Or broadcast it out to YouTube. So we got a new YouTube channel I'm working on putting up. And Steve, I was going to tell you this. I just came back from Steve's house, Murph's house. We got his set up with his mic and his new mixer, and I borrowed his pressure washer. And woohoo! I forgot to tell you, we are about to have a brand new site for our merchandise. So I'm setting some stuff up. I'll send you the link. But guess what? It's not live yet, but it's a cool little domain. You'll be able to go to it either directly or right off of our page. But it's called GameOfCrimesPodcast.shop.
There you go. Well, we have DEA Narcos /shop. So
yeah,
there you go.
But this will be its own standalone domain, GameOfCrimesPodcast.shop. And it'll be linked to our site, and it'll be a standalone site too. So yeah, we'll have I'm surprised how much merchandise they actually have there, Steve. We're going to have everything from bucket hats to cups to T-shirts to hoodies to long sleeves, all the different stuff. So we're working on putting together the store. So we will launch the store in September as promised.
Yeah, but did they have the shower curtains?
No shower curtains.
Okay.
All right, Sandy, if you're out there listening, I'm sorry, there are no shower curtains.
No, we still love you.
Now, there are some bike pants, kind of look like yoga pants. We could do those and put our logos on the front and back. Maybe the one, part of the logo has the guy with the hands up there. We could maybe put those right on the butt cheeks on the back. What do you think, Steve?
Well, that and maybe on the front lower part have evil is coming. Boy, we're digressing quickly here, aren't we?
We are. So, hey, look, we'll keep trying this. We're going to check it how it works. And the biggest thing we're doing is we're testing it out right now, just making sure everything works, because Dave will be with us Wednesday night, 8 p.m. Eastern time. That's 5 p.m. Pacific, 6 Mountain, 7 Central. So join us. The event is on there. It's going to stream live to Facebook. We'll see how that goes.
Come and join us. And when you got suggestions, send them to us, because we listen to you.
Yes, we do. And by the way, if you haven't done it, go to Game of Crimes or go to patreon.com/Game of Crimes. Steve, we just had somebody else just join. I just sent them a welcome note. Joined us at the Warden of the Throne level. That's the top level.
There you go. Why start at the bottom when you can go straight to the top?
Hey, and I know if you guys are fans of Small Town Murder, Jimmy and James, they read out a lot of people's names, on the podcast. We're not trying to, we've learned some stuff from them, but I think what we may do is we may do the Patreon. Maybe we'll do Patreon shout outs right on here. We'll just bring them to Facebook, and we'll give, we'll shout out as we're getting there. So, hey, look, you can go to our page. We've got over 100 folks that are on there right now. We've got over 1,000 followers now on Instagram. We're starting to build that up. 52,000 in this group alone. So, we're starting to build numbers.
Sweet. And you support us, we certainly want to recognize you. So I think that's the least we could do for everybody.
Dana, it's my friend Dana from Virginia Chiefs. Dana, where's the cat? The cat is, I can tell you where their eyeball is. We have a little orange eyeball that we've had for years, even with our previous cats. So they are relaxing in the sun. By the way, Dana she is the hardest working person in, I'm telling you, in the nonprofit area. She's the executive director of the Virginia Association of Chiefs of Police. And she is just, I mean, there's not a time when she is, even when she lost her voice, she had problems with her vocal cords. She couldn't talk. She'd be talking and then she'd go silent and then she would still type away. I'm telling you, hardest working person I know out there.
Great. And glad to have you with us, Dana. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Oh, she has a Kansas Trooper hat for me. Oh, goody. Who did you steal? I mean, who did you get that from?
Yeah. What's that going to be, your Halloween outfit?
No, if I wanted to go as a clown, I'd go as somebody from ATF. But oh,
Lou's going, you know what?
Hey, by the way, too, I know we're gonna, we were gonna cut this off in a minute, but I'm having fun. But actually, I've gotten a lot of good comments too, especially when we post stuff on Instagram. We've had some people say, they used to have kind of a very negative view of ATF, but now that they've heard Lou's story, they've heard Dominic's story, people are saying, "Man, I didn't." And there was one person from Canada says, "Hey, heard Dave Reichert's episode this morning. Said, man, I didn't realize this. Just from a clueless Canadian." I said, "Look, you're not clueless." I told her about Pam Barnum, episode 3. Just amazing. People do a lot of amazing stuff in Canada and the U.S. All over the world. So you're not clueless. If you're clueless, you'd actually be a retired DEA agent on the other side of a mic right now.
Running a podcast trying to keep a former Kansas trooper out of jail.
I don't need any help. By the way, take a look at that. Take a look at that. See that?
Yeah, I need 2 of those. One to crap on, one to cover it up with.
Yeah, but that's got my radio number on there too. See, 150. So we're having fun. All right, guys. So let's wrap this up. But we'll give you guys a couple other updates. We're going to do something tomorrow to lead up to Dave's. We're going to do a big build. And then Wednesday, we'll give you another little shout out, let you know what's going on. But you guys, until then, everybody stay safe. Remember, go to gameofcrimespodcast.com. We've got all of our information there, our mailing list. Go to Game of Crimes or patreon.com/gameofcrimes. I'm telling you, Steve, actually, somebody had a good idea. I'm sorry. I was going, here I go diverging again. Last thing.
That's all right.
The new person that we had sign up at the $25 level, and I'm just going to give him a shout out right now. His name is Alex. So Alex, thank you very much. In fact, let me tell you his full name. It is Alex Hall. Alex Hall. Thank you, Alex. Outstanding, my friend. He actually, Steve, I didn't even think about this because we're just running and gunning fast. We should save Die Hard, the greatest Christmas movie ever made, for Christmas.
Christmas. Yeah, that's true, because we were going to put that on our upcoming list here for you guys.
Yeah. Well, no, hey, thank you, Chris. No, we're just a bunch of old farts now, just watching all the other people doing it. So, but Chris, can you see any of these comments from your side, Steve?
Yeah, I got them on the chat board here.
Okay, good. Well, this is new technology. It's called Ecamm Live. So it looks like it's working really good. But no, hey, our pleasure. But hey, the real heroes, the real people doing this are the ones still in uniform, both military, law enforcement, first responders. There's ones that need the. We're just here to tell the story. We're just here to have fun and goof on each other and just hopefully lighten up some things.
Yep. God bless them all for what they do for protecting us all, regardless of which branch you're in, military, police, or first responder. And God bless all our players. Thank you for joining us today.
You players. You see, I'm trying to break Steve of the habit. They're not listeners anymore. They're players. Players in the biggest game of all, the game of crimes.
Today, they're viewers. Right now, they're viewers.
They're still players. No, they're players. They're players that are viewing, and then there's players that are listening. These are viewing players, and then there are listening players. These are viewing players.
You guys pray for us. This is what I put up with every day.
Yeah. Okay, guys. We'll see you tomorrow. See ya.
All right. Love y'all.